Kanye West still at home, recovering from the breakdown, and we've now found out that part of the problem leading up to this breakdown had a lot to do with his medications and the amount he was taking, and that basically there was an erratic pattern of
when
taking
he was
the medication.
taking it, yeah, how much he was taking, and if anybody knows anybody that takes medication for any sort of mental illness, that's very, very important. That steady routine and taking it at the right time, at the right prescribed
Well, it also
amount.
explains, guys, what they were saying all along, which is that he was dehydrated and hadn't slept in several days. Again, like Kelly said, if you know anyone that takes these type of medications for depression and or bipolar, any of those kind of things, those are side effects of these medications. And Kanye West talks about taking Lexapro in his album. So Kanye is the one that's kind of saying all along what he takes them for. But anyway, so we are told that basically the medications are what caused this incident where he was hospitalized for 8 days and that he didn't sleep and was severely dehydrated. That's true. But it was from this temporary psychosis based on the erratic taking of the medication. To explain further, basically, when you treat that kind of stuff with medication, it's specific things at specific times
You take
of
it
the
a
day,
certain amount at a certain time.
dosages.
It's like birth control. You have to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And we all know how that ends if you don't take it right. But anyways, yeah, I mean, look, if you don't take the medication right, or you change the dosage on your own, or take it erratically, you can have these episodes. The good news, that's what happened with Kanye. The good news,
and Mike, what we're told is that basically after Kim's robbery, he was in such a state after that. That's when this started, when he started changing. And it's not clear whether he just stopped taking it altogether or if he took too much. But right after the robberies, when he started changing the dosage.
Right, exactly. And look, I talked to some people that are involved in this thing over the weekend. They said, look, it really was tough on Kanye. Kanye, remember, wasn't there. He was touring and he feels like he wasn't there for his wife, even though there's nothing he could have done. But it really messed him up. And like I said, I am told Kanye works very hard into the night. He does these shows, he gets on a plane, he goes the next day. And so a lot of times, if you change those medications, you're not supposed to. And if you do on your own or take more of something that you shouldn't take, you can end up in the situation he did.
Let's talk about that schedule. Over the for the 8 days that he was in the hospital, he was under doctor's supervision, so they could make sure that he was getting back on the right schedule of this medication. But now that he's out, and we're told he's getting outpatient treatment, but he's largely on his own, right, Mike? And so they've gone back to now, he has to be the person who's going to make sure he stays on the right schedule.
Absolutely. I mean, look, the good thing for Kanye is that if all of this is true, that means he can stabilize pretty quickly, and as long as the hospital got him on track and he continues to take whatever they told him to take when they told him to take it, Kanye should be fine and
he should recover.
Right, and be back on tour before you know it. But all of those things need to happen before that happens.
Hey, this is Zach here in Los Angeles. I think it's unfortunate what's going on with Kanye. You know, he doesn't know what he's talking about a lot of the time. It seems like he's really overextending himself, and maybe he can take a moment to reflect and say that he's come really far and he can take a step back and just decide what he wants to do for himself and figure out what he can do on his own without having all the trappings of a Hollywood lifestyle and all the support that comes with having to deliver such a massive amount of mainstream success all the time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Zach. I know he's supposed to be doing a second leg of his tour next year, and that's been delayed now until
indefinite hold, right?
But I don't know. There's something, and I'm sure Kanye fans feel differently. They want to see him. It just seems to me like maybe you sit this one out.
I know.
Maybe you sit it out.